Alright, it's time for actually add Bubblellaneous GUI, because right now it's just a barrel. And of course it needs to begin over here, so I already generate this part, but I need to turn this into something that I can actually use in game, which I'll just call it a bench registry.empty function. So this is how it used to be done. Over here, it would create a load registry function, so I'll do just that. When I take a look at this file, it has this bench registry, so it's still incorrect. Okay, it just hasn't updated, I guess. So it has the entry bubble bench, item is block bubble bench. It has no children. For example, if it's a table, the icon is acacia table. And then we have all of the tables inside. So I think this is correct, right? Just make sure that it works for technology as well. You have the ladder. It has all these different kinds of ladder. So this is now perfect. Now I could also sort them out. So now everything should be sorted alphabetically. So bar stool, acacia, blah blah blah. So now once we have the registry, so now if I get the first item, it is a bar stool, which we can see that it's all should be sorted alphabetically, which it looks like it actually is. So perfect. Now we need to actually display them here. Now this one isn't gonna be here yet, so it's gonna be a to-do. Now if I reload, you can see that the bubble bench now says 1. You can see that it says item display instead of bubble bench, which is something that I can actually improve by inside of where it places. In here, I can actually set the custom name to be display name. So now if I place it again and if I do it, you can see that it actually shows the real name of the block. So this works. Now I need to actually fill in the slots. Now if I reload, you can see that it also has food and miscellaneous. So these are currently they don't exist, so I just put these as placeholders. Next thing we need to add a border. So if I'm not mistaken, yeah, now it's like this. Of course, I will need to add arrows here and there. It's time to actually render this part. So now it renders all of them, which is great. However, some of them don't really exist. For example, curtains. Let's take a look why. Instead of models, we have the block, we have curtains somewhere here, and they have all of these different block states. However, in here, block, oh, so it says block curtains. Okay, so now I understand why. So now reload the resource pack, and it's all fixed now. Great, I'm gonna also remove my inventory. So we have all of these blocks. They don't have description for some reason, which is because I used the wrong path. Right, so now I can reload, and it's going to be here. You can see that it says click to expand variants. So now it also should add the crafting materials, which right now it doesn't. Okay, I fixed that as well. And it now has the recipes, which you can see it says red wool, block of iron, etc. I need to make sure that I can actually expand these, and as well as add the scrolling over here. Okay, so now you can scroll back and forth, which is good. Now the thing is, if you hold shift, it sets you to the infinite dimension, which is all I need to do is just that. So now it works. So I just added a function to go to the latest page, to the last page. And it's rendering fine. Now I cannot switch categories right now. So now I can actually change the categories around. Okay, so now it renders these as well. Now, some of them are incorrect, which is probably because I just haven't added translation for them. If I open a dining chair, it opens blind, which is interesting. It does work for this row, for this as well. Tables work too. So now dining chairs work too, but it only has 2 pages. Okay, so now I can go over it all the way. Also, it needs to print out the page right here, which would be just nice to see. So now it says that the page is 10, 8, and 1. So this is great. Again, they're actually sorted, which is also great. And you can switch between them. So, for example, what if I switch like this? It works. It didn't crash. I can open all of these, but I still can't craft any of it. Now these padlock locks, they shouldn't be here actually. So I need to somehow exclude them from this list. Okay, so it should be unlisted now, so you can see it over here. Everything else works. I cannot pick up items though. Now I can give it to myself. It seems to work for everything. Let's, for example, I try out some items. Items don't work yet. Okay, so now I should be able to get everything, so it all works now, I guess. Except I need to be able to craft it in survival now. So now if I try to craft something, this works, and yeah, I need 6 wool to craft it. And if, for example, here I would need something like 2 blue wools and cherry planks. So blue wool 5 and cherry planks 10. So yeah, it does work, so I can now craft. So perfect. Now if I want to get a stack, I can just hold shift and it's going to give me a stack of that item. The bubble bench is ready now. I think it's been like 5,000 hours. It's almost 3 hours of making this work. Obviously, most of it is going to go into the void. The frustration of trying to program stuff.